What's up, guys? It's Marky Picks, and today I've got a free 6-pick PrizePicks slip for you. I'll be dropping plays like this every day, so make sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss out. I'm going to be giving you free insight and research into these picks, why I'm picking them, and just things like that. So, if you want to keep seeing more, insight and free picks like this, please make sure to support by hitting the like button, subscribing, and leave a comment down below if you have any questions. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the first pick. So, to kick off today's PrizePicks slip, going with the Taco Tuesday special, Terry McLaurin over 34.5 receiving yards. Anytime we get a discount on a player like McLaurin, I'm going to jump all over that. So, he's Washington's number one target, even with the addition of Deebo Samuel. He did go under this number versus the Giants on Sunday, but it's still game one, and he did have a holdout with the team, and he's still getting back into the flow of things on the field. And I think that game, kind of served as a preseason game for him. And at just 34.5 receiving yards, he could hit this on one or two catches, really. And with a discount, I think this is easily my favorite value play on the board. Getting into pick two, I'm rolling with Jesús Luzardo over 6.5 strikeouts. He's been hitting this number consistently, going over in 16 of 29 starts this season, and even better lately, cashing in 4 of his last 5 outings. On the year overall, he's gone over 17 of 27 posted strikeout lines. So the data's strong here. One thing I like is the game total sitting at under 8.5, and the sports books are favoring the under, which usually points to a solid outing from the starters. And that favors Luzardo staying sharp on the mound. The only risk here is that Philly's bullpen is fresh. So if he gets into early trouble, there's a chance he gets pulled earlier than usual. Still, with his recent form, I like him to rack up Ks and clear his line. I've got him projected to go over on this prop as well in my own projection model. So on the pick 3, we're going Kevin Gausman, under 5.5 hits allowed. He's been excellent in this spot, staying under at 18 of 28 starts, including 4 of his last 5. The game total is leaning under at 8.5 runs, which lines up with another sharp outing. Plus in my own projection model, I've got him at just around 4.7 hits allowed, which also points to the under. I really love this spot for Gausman. On to the fourth pick of the slip, I'm taking McCade Brown over 1.5 walks allowed. He's gone over this number in 2 of his 3 starts this season, and the game total is sitting around 8.5 and it's leaning toward the over, which tells us there should be some traffic on the bases. The Padres are heavy home favorites in a must-win series, so I expect them to grind out some tough at-bats and push Brown's pitch count. The one risk here is the small sample size since he's only made 3 starts, but with the matchup and situation, I like him to give up at least a couple of free passes. I've also got him projected for 3.4 walks in my projection model, which makes this under a great edge. Next up, going with Gavin Williams, under 17.5 pitching outs. He stayed under this number in 15 of 28 starts this season, and he's recently been under in 3 of his last 5. My projection model has him right around 16 outs, which lines up pretty good with the under. The game total is at 7.5 and leaning toward the over, meaning we should see more base running and scoring opportunities, which leads to higher pitch counts. With that kind of pressure, I don't see him making it deep enough to hit 18 outs. And to close out the slip, we're going to head over to the college gridiron, with Robby Ashford over 198.5 passing yards. He's averaging 222.5 yards per game this season, and going up against NC State, which has given up nearly 300 passing yards per game. The line has NC State favored by 7 points, which means Wake Forest should be playing from behind, and the total is set at 51.5 and leaning toward the over. Pointing to a high-scoring matchup, my projection model has Ashford around 260 passing yards, so 198.5 passing yard line, it feels really low, and I just really love the over here. So that's today's 6-pick slip. We got McLaurin over 34.5 yards, Luzardo over 6.5 strikeouts, Gausman to go under 5.5 hits allowed. We got McCade Brown to go over 1.5 walks allowed. We got Gavin Williams to go under the 17.5 pitching outs. And we got Robby Ashford to go over 198.5 passing yards. Go ahead and drop a comment with what you're playing for today. And don't forget to subscribe for daily free picks and props. And let's catch this one. Thank you guys.